Kyle, for having me, man. Obviously disappointing weekend for Austin Peay. And for us coming away with the loss, but man, give credit to Coach Wells and EKU. They got a great football team. They're we saw on film they were tough, hard nosed, and they lost on that last play to Indiana State, but they're really in control of that game. And that's a really good football team in a very hostile environment. I give their atmosphere a lot of credit. They did a great job. But I told the media after the game and told our guys after the game. I mean it's 100% on me as a head coach of this program. I take full responsibility, ownership. I felt like I didn't do a good job of managing our program last week. I felt like I didn't do a good job of managing the game and putting our players in the best position to be successful. And that's something I'll be better at. But I always point the finger right here first, and then we go to corrections, per side of the ball. And I feel like we've made those corrections. I've been really pleased so far with how our guys have responded with a great Sunday night practice and a great practice this morning coming off the field. The energy's there. They just, the thing we're going to have to battle this week is, our guys, they want to get back on that grass so fast and play the game and get back and kind of redeem themselves, so to speak. And we all do, but we're going to have to fight that temptation because it's not all about the end result. It's about the process. How are we going to put the work in this week to get better? Because we got to get better in a lot of areas. And I'm going to be better. Our players are going to be better, but I know they're hungry to get back out there and play. And I'm very excited to get to start OVC play. I know this one doesn't count, but we're going to treat it like this is a conference game for us. We're treating it as a conference game. We're in OVC play now, and we know how tough the OVC is week in and week out. Anyone can beat anybody. That's what I really believe being in this league. And I think we're playing a really quality team at Tennessee State, but our guys are ready to bounce back. Yeah, no, it's a great, I said this earlier in another interview, but moral victories, I don't know if that exists or not. I'm not really big. It's kind of win or loss, but I think as a head coach, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't, analyze everything and break it down. And, Kyle, if you take away the pick six and you take away, the goal line stand that they had on us, we weren't able to punch it in on the 1 yard line. We had a false start, put us on the 6 yard line, and then we couldn't get it in. If you flip those two plays, all of a sudden we're having a different conversation. The game's it's a different game. We were up 17-7 at that point. Whenever we threw the pick six, again, I take full responsibility. I with DJ, that's a play that we repped all week, but I did not coach the details of the route real well with him. And his part of it, he's got to leave the ball outside, not inside, but he knows that. And but I didn't prepare him for that play, and I could have been a better play caller helping him out there. The last interception is we're trying to win the game, so I'm not worried about that. The one over the middle, he wants that one back for sure, but he's a resilient kid, and that's why I love working with him. And he does a great job of self-correcting and seeing tape and listening to instruction, and I think he's going to make a big time stride this week in terms of his preparation level. I already saw it today. Defensively, with our Black Rain defense, I felt like they played good enough to win the game. I really did. They only gave up 11 first downs. We outgained them in every major statistical category. Unfortunately, that includes the turnover category. We had way too many. But other than that, we outgained them in every category. And there's no more victories, but hostile environment against a great team to play as poorly as we did and to walk away, with a one possession loss. It just shows how good we could be. I think, I really think this team has got a chance, but we've got to put the work in and we've got to correct some critical details. And that's what we started doing today. And I'm excited for the progression in that this week. Yeah, I'm after a loss, even, I want to say pleased with where we're at, because I do feel like we're going the right direction. I feel like even though we lost this game, I don't feel like we're taking steps backwards. I just feel like, we had a game where finally, our lack of concentration in certain areas caught up with us and it affected us against a really good team. And I feel like it's a wake-up call for our guys that, these games that we're about to play in the OVC are going to come down to 3 or 4 plays. I mean, it is going to come down to some critical, situations, and we cannot beat ourselves. And I felt like we were our own worst enemy on Saturday. And I think that was a big wake-up call. So if we get that corrected, I feel really good. But the progression I've seen since the spring to now, I feel phenomenal about it. I feel like we're a much more mature team. I feel like there's a lot of leadership and ownership of our culture and what we're building. And I feel like that, that the guys are playing hard. I don't think I ever look on tape and feel like, man, we're not playing hard. I think we got a football team that plays hard. and they expect to win. And I think when you have a team that has those two ingredients there, they play extremely hard every week and they expect to win every week. I think you can have a lot of success. We just got to be more detail oriented. And that starts with me, and it permeates to our leadership and permeates down. And that's from the holder down to the starting Mike linebacker. Everybody's got to have details, and everybody's got to be on point and have a sense of urgency. And I feel that already this week with our practice. So I think our guys are ready to get back, but I would love to see, progression this week. That it'll be a big tell sign of how we respond, this coming week.
Can you just tell me what you thought when you heard that Eddie George was going to be the coach at Tennessee State?
Yeah, Mike, good to see you, man. I thought it was awesome. It's I'm a Cowboys fan, which, hey, by the way, how about them Cowboys last night? You know what I'm saying? That was a big time win. But my for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I do know one player that attracted me to the Titans. The Titans was the other team that I watched growing up. No lie. I mean, Steve McNair was like my favorite quarterback. So I grew up watching him and of course, Eddie George. And when I found out he was the head coach of Tennessee State, I was like, shoot, man, hey, I guess pregame or postgame, hey, maybe how NFL players exchange, jerseys, maybe we can exchange coaching shirts. He can sign one for me or something, So I think it's an awesome deal. I think it's great for the league. I think it's awesome, and I got a ton of respect for him. You watch the film, Eddie's not just a figurehead or anything. He's coaching ball, man. That's what I respect. As somebody that coaches ball, and I can tell those guys are well coached, and he's doing a good job, and I think they're a dangerous team. They got playmakers everywhere, and we spent a lot of time preparing for them, and it's going to be a big time challenge for our program.
What's it going to be like playing a team twice in one season? Do you hold anything back in this one because the next one is the one that counts, or what's it? How odd is that?
Man, Mike, I'm gonna tell you, I don't have a great answer because I've never been in this situation before. I'll tell you, the way I'm viewing it is, we got to win every game. I mean, we want to win every game. We expect to win every game. So, I mean, it's no holds barred every game. I think it's you're gonna throw everything at, you can't say. I think you go into it timid or hesitant, about, hey, the next time we're gonna run this. I mean, the only game I'm thinking about is this one. I could care less about the next one. All I care about is this one. And that's the approach our program's taken. But it is a very unique situation where, we're going to see these guys twice, and they're going to have a good feel for what we do, and we're going to have a great feel for what they do. And I think that, for our approach is it's all about this week being 1-0, and that's our mindset.
Well, you mentioned figuring out what they're going to do and what you're going to do. Are you glad the second one counts because that gives you more preparation?
You can look at it both ways. It's kind of from our perspective. It's like, we got him at home for the non-conference one, quote unquote, and then we got to go to Nissan for the conference one. That's a tough environment to play in now. I mean, you're going to have a lot of fans there, and that's a big environment for our kids. And I think it's going to be awesome to get to play Nissan. But you're going on the road. It's a road conference game. So that's that's tough. But like I said, we're viewing this like, even though I know in the standings it's not going to count per se, but we're viewing this like a conference game. So we're taking it. I mean, for us, OVC play is starting this week for us, and I was real clear with our guys on that. And I'll tell you, there's advantages and disadvantages, but I think when that one counts, we got to go on the road. I mean, that's a big time advantage for the Tigers, I think.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. And I'll see you up there Saturday. Good luck.
Hey, thanks, Mike. I appreciate your time, brother.
I got one more for you, Coach, and then we'll let you go. TSU, a lot of their main players were on the team that you played back in the spring, which was a 27-20 game. You've referenced just, the new coach and some new things, but have you seen a lot of change in what they're doing since, like, the Devon Starlings and those people are who you saw back in the spring?
Yeah, there's a lot of change schematically in what they do, but personnel-wise, there's a few new guys I see out there, but a lot of the guys I saw in the spring are still matriculating out there. And of course the key guys, like as you mentioned, Devon Starling, who is, I think, one of the best running backs in the league and hard to tackle. And I think, against us, we really didn't get to see him. I think he was kind of just coming on the scene, and now he's rolling. And so we got a big time test to tackle him. And forgive me, I forget this young man's name, but number 5, their kick returner, their wide receiver, like that guy's got my respect. He's an unbelievable player. And I think he's one of the fastest dudes in this league. And then you got Hickenbottom at quarterback, who I think is just a solid I think that guy puts the ball in the right spots. He's completed about 60% of his passes. You know, they got a good thing going. And, you know, shoot, there's great coaches over there, NFL coaches. You got Hugh Jackson calling the offense. You got Jeff Fisher's son, Brandon, calling the defense. And I mean, this is an NFL staff, guys. I mean, these guys are good ball coaches, some of the best in the nation. And, you know, defensively, I mean, they do everything, 3 down, 4 down, 1 high, 2 high. I mean, they mix it up. They do a fantastic job. So, you know, we're going to have our guys ready. And it's, at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's all about, you know, what is our preparation going to be like? It's going to be about us being 1-0 and going playing fearless, fast, physical football and our brand of football. And we got to protect our home stadium.
Perfect, Coach. Thanks for your time this morning. Best of luck Saturday. We'll talk to you again next week.
Hey, thanks, guys. Go Govs. Appreciate it.